that there are two types of realities. There's reality. That is the reality independent of us judging it in any kind of way. Because all judgments wind up being biased. And then there is the reality of the bias. You know, the idea that some people are great and some people aren't is bias. That's not real. That has nothing to do with reality. It's just the way we see reality. It's like a lens through which we see reality. Celebrities, you know, I just thought about this whole Tiger Woods thing and this comment this woman made about Tiger Woods. You know, this black woman talking about, you know, another black man trying to be white. You know what? Did it ever occur to anybody that a black man could fall in love with somebody who just happens not to be black? You know? I know I have. You know, and I'm being honest, and that's true. But the thing is that this ideal that some people look at things a certain way, and it's not just, well, black women this way and black women. It has to do with the whole celebrity thing. It's more about celebrities than it is about race. And has more to do with a philosophical element. I'm going to be more philosophical than I am political on this. And just get into this whole thing about seeing things a certain way. Looking at the world realistically. Being realistic about the way we actually see things. You know, celebrities go through a lot of stuff. I was just thinking about this thing with, they were talking about Marie Osmond and about her daughter being gay. You know, and she was talking about, you know, people shouldn't have to, you know, this whole discrimination thing, we have to deal with that. And, you know, society is artificial. You know, I was thinking about a lot of different things. So I'm actually going to say something, and I'm not going to even be coherent for a moment. So I'm going to have to just go out and just say all this stuff. But you know, society in our world and social world and the world in which we live in every day is a fake and artificial world. It's like a synthetic, made-up world. It really, you know, we talk about natural, artificial. Nothing is natural when you get down to it. You know what? People, like somebody had mentioned something, and let's kind of get into it. I want to get into this about, like, for example, the gay issue. You know, homosexuality isn't natural, but neither is heterosexuality, believe it or not, or bisexual. None of it is natural. Sexuality isn't even a thing in nature. It's just a social issue. That's social. Sexuality. You know, money isn't natural. I mean, come on, let's get real. Let me get my money. Because I got to play with it. I got to play with my... I won't even go there. With a thought that flashed through my mind. Money, this isn't even natural. You know, money of any kind, whether it's a $10 bill, $100 bill, 2,000 peso note, none of this is natural. This is all made up. Even this camera, this isn't natural. This light that's shining on me, it's not even natural. If we lived in a world of pure natural, you know, it's just like somebody that once said something. It's true. It seems to be true. You know, murdering people is natural. That's almost a part of our nature, to kill and to be aggressive and violent. In the animal world, I mean, violence and killing is natural. But yet we have laws against it. You know, it seems to me that loving another person is more natural than killing somebody. Why don't we just kind of get into that? Let two men love each other. Wouldn't you rather have two men love each other than two men kill each other? But you know what? Everybody makes such a big deal out of things. I'm all over the map, and I don't care. I don't care. You know, fuck forum. Fuck try to be normal. Fuck normal. You know, I'm just here to just put something out there. But it's just so many things. Society is not natural and normal. And we try to create normal and natural. We struggle with trying to create... You know, here's a funny thing. In the beginning, everything was normal. I forget about going deep philosophically and trying to figure out why are we here and why is there nothing instead of something and whatever and why is it... And who is the great unmoved mover and all that. I don't care about that. What I care about is a simpler issue. We started off natural. And now we're struggling to get back to where we were. See, in a funny way, we're trying to put the genie back in a bottle. We're trying to go from this synthetic, fake, artificial world to becoming natural. We want to be natural. You know, there's so much obsession with natural. You go to the store, everything has got to be natural. The stuff in the store is natural. The organic this is and the organic that's and the who knows what else. It's all got to be natural. And we have to act natural. We have to do what's natural. And it's not natural for a man to be with another man. And it's not natural for a woman to be with another woman. Yeah, but it's not natural for me to have an iPod. But I got one. It's not natural. You know, is this natural? Do you see a grizzly bear with this? You know, I don't see, you know, I have not, as soon as I see a grizzly bear, just naturally, not when it was trained to hold a camcorder, but when I see a grizzly bear, one of these, you know, videotaping and putting up a YouTube channel, then I rest my case after that. You know, I think we all have to rest our case. None of this is natural. Come on, let's get real. This whole natural, see, and I could even argue that there really isn't a such thing as the natural-unnatural dichotomy, isn't even, because everything we talk about as unnatural is human-made products, right? Human-made. Humans created it. Society is a human-made product. Society is a product, if you think about it. It's a technology. Society itself is a technology. It's not just a thing. It's not just some thing that, you know, from the natural world came an unnatural. Born from the unnatural came the natural, and from the, you know, how are we going to create the natural from our unnatural, and how did the unnatural come from natural? That's a more intriguing question than what was the beginning of the universe. It's really just ideals. It's our mind. This is the thing what the Buddhists talk about. Basically, we start carving up the universe with our minds, and then that's when we get confused. We get confused because of our own carving up the world. We can never experience the world as it is except when we meditate, when we quiet our minds and experience things for what they really are. That's the one thing I like about Buddhism. Buddhism, really in the truest sense of it, isn't truly a religion, even though it's classified as a religion. It's just simply a way of getting back, so to speak. It is a matter of doing this seemingly impossible thing of going from the unnatural to the natural. I know I'm all over the map. I know I'm even contradictory. I don't even care. You know, I may be bold enough to put this up on YouTube. That would be a bold thing to do. You know, and who knows, I might lose a lot of people. Well, I might gain a lot of people. And people might actually like what I have to say. You know, one thing you have to learn in life is sometimes to overcome that fear. Overcome the fear of losing things. You know, because basically, you know, once you become somebody, that's when you become scared. You lose that edge. You lose that wildness that got you where you are. It gets you to success. Success is about being wild, and that's what it's all about. So I'm all over the place, and I don't care.